Yo, 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 yo. So within the last couple of 2 weeks, we've been called a small club. We've been going on an unbeaten run. But you know what? It's all part of being a Manchester United fan. So, guys, I'm here with
Mm-hmm.
Nick, and Kevin Cave. How you guys doing?
Yeah. I didn't know which Nick to answer to just now.
Man,
Um,
you
but
is
I can
Nick
answer to
Junior,
both.
you is Nick Junior, and this Nick Senior.
Yeah, he's Nick Jr. Yeah, I can live with
All
that.
right. And then
Oh,
there's only one Kevin Cave, right? So
only one for now
only
that we know about.
all right. So all the guys good. All the guys feeling great about the last two wins versus Watford. And who else? No, can't remember. Man, we on a 16 game unbeaten run. Is one of the longest runs in Europe's top leagues. But let me get straight on to business. So after yesterday's game, when Martial scored, I was thinking, a lot of critics have been saying Martial this, Martial on his way out, he going this way, he going that way. But to respond to the critics in the last couple of games, he had two assists. Actually, no, he had three assists and one goal. So
Mm-hmm.
is there actually a place at Man United for Martial under one Jose Mourinho? Let me hear what Nick Senior thinks.
All right. Let me start by saying, right, two assists and one goal does not necessarily pave the way for a comeback. I say
Uh,
that because in recent in recent outings, Martial has had a tough time breaking into the first team. No, obviously he's back and he scored, but at the same time he's been linked with moves away from the club, most notably to PSG. For me, I think Martial has to do a lot more, especially in front of goal.
yeah, but he was doing a lot in front of goal last season for us when he was the focal point. But now we got the likes of Rashford emerging late last season, and now we signed one there to Zlatan. So he is not the focal point anymore. But
He has to adjust. He has to adjust to the fact that he is not the focal point for the team anymore. He's been moved out to the wing to come in diagonally, either to provide a setup pass or, if clear enough, put in a shot. But his position is under fire because we have young Marcus Rashford out in the same position who is just as pacey and one could say probably just as lethal in front of goal. So
okay,
Martial, we know Manchester United is a club where you are expected to perform and you will be under pressure to hold on to your place. That is something Martial has to become accustomed to. It's not going to go all his way. And we all know how deadly Marcus Rashford could be once given the chance. His movement off the ball and on the ball is excellent. Martial has to match that. He has to show that he is Marcus Rashford senior and he deserves his place ahead of him. If he
talk
can't do that, then he's going to have a tough time breaking into the first team.
talk to me, Kevin Cave, because right now Marcus Rashford, the guy that Nick just mentioned, he has transformed into Ashley Young 2.0. All he's doing is sending out all these crosses. The Marcus Rashford that I know just take on men, beat men, left men for dead. But all of a sudden, whenever Marcus Rashford getting the ball on the wing, is look up, see who in the box, and crossing. But that's not the Marcus Rashford I know. Talk to me, Cave.
But Rashford or Martial?
Well, try to combine a little bit of both. Because right now we're asking if Martial got a place in the team, but then Nick telling me that Rashford, is there to provide
Threatening
contribution,
his position?
which is true.
Well, Martial. I'm gonna start with Martial. Uh, I still think he got a place in the team. In the team, I think it was more so him having to adjust to the instructions from the new manager. Because like last season, like Nick said, he was the focal point of attack. He was our lead. He was our top scorer for last season across all games. But now this season, that role has changed. Definitely, he's
being pushed to on the win. But Mourinho did say yesterday that, the Martial that he's been seeing in the past 2 weeks is the Martial that he wants. So that definitely signifies that he has reclaimed his spot, or that he has reclaimed his spot in the first team. He hasn't featured this much this season because for that has been doing what Jose wants him to do. Rashford takes on players, he takes on defenders, he put them on the back foot. He draws attention. They usually have to double up on Rashford because the boy is very quick on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
So that's limited Martial's appearances. But lately he's been coming through, looking to do what Jose wants him to do. As for Rashford, I don't know. I guess he's lacking confidence now because it's like he used to. And he's putting in a lot of crosses. So I guess there's a little role reversal. So once these two stick with Manchester United, I think it'll be a very good relationship for the future because they both have to fight for their position. They're both number 1 and number 2 for the left wing position.
It is true though. But where Nick Jr. is. Nick Jr. What are you doing?
The only reason we even talking about Martial is because for many reasons, I guess, because we brought in Zlatan beginning of this season. As Kevin said, Martial was the top scorer last season. So when you bring in a player, a centre forward of the ilk of Ibrahimovic, you expected to assume that the young 19, 20-year-old is gonna take a back seat. But in his games early on this season, he wasn't as effective, and that happens because he had a long season last season, and then went to the European Championships with France. But this season, the reason there are many reasons for his I guess depressed form. Mourinho highlighting a lot of personal reasons as well, but it was that game against Liverpool when he played on the left wing against that young fella who played right back. I can't remember his name. He had a hyphenated name though, making his debut against Manchester United at Old Trafford and at right back. So you expect Martial playing on the left wing to eat this boy for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and he did not. And it was from that time on that Mourinho decided, you know what, this little fella, like, he ain't ready. And I agree with Mourinho because I can see already that this is Mourinho's team. He dropped Mkhitaryan. Everybody was saying you should have put he in. He didn't put in till he was ready. I know Mkhitaryan is playing some good football.
But so you think Martial has a starting place in a Mourinho team? That's what
no, I think that to say anybody has a starting place is incorrect because Jones and Rojo were just playing the best football of their lives. And now with Bailly back, you're looking to experiment some more with the team. So players don't really have a starting spot. Daley Blind hasn't started the last 5 or 6 games, but Daley Blind is still a senior member, a very important member of the squad. So in terms of having a starting spot, I don't think that we are at that point yet. We are not as rigid as Chelsea are because we're playing many different competitions. We're actually the only team still in 4. Huh?
I was just about to jump in there with you, Nick Jr. and agree with you on that point because every go back to the start of the season, Mourinho did say there would be a lot of rotation.
Right.
Let's know that we find ourselves competing in all competitions, so we gotta take that into account when we speak about Martial as well.
Yeah, exactly. And nobody has a real starting spot. But Martial, I think that his performance against Liverpool deserved him being dropped to the bench. And as I said, it's Mourinho's team, and I've seen his treatment of Mkhitaryan, of Fellaini, of Pogba, of Zlatan, of Rooney, and I trust that he is the right man to lead the squad. He makes the players play for the badge, makes the players play for the club, and that's something that we've been missing for the last 3 years. For the last 3 years, we've been accepting a lot of mediocrity from our players, players who are not playing for the shirt, players who are just playing to please themselves. So it's good that the manager puts the team performance above anybody price tag, anybody ability.
But I think there are at least 3 or 4 players that when you see when he's named the team sheet, that at least 3 or 4 players he knows are going to start.
Yeah.
One is David De Gea.
David.
One is Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
Yeah.
In my opinion,
Pogba
the
is
guy who
one.
should be always starting in that midfield is Ander Herrera.
Ander
He has
Herrera.
improved significantly from the time he was under Louis Van Gaal. He wasn't getting that much play under Van Gaal. Van Gaal was just in the likes of Fellaini, and he wasn't. He was playing for Fellaini and Carrick most of the time, but Herrera now is one of the most complete midfielders, and has better stats than the likes of Kante at Chelsea, and I think he is a should be starting in Manchester United's midfield all the time. Another guy is Valencia, and Valencia has improved significantly. I remember when Valencia was given that number 7 shirt, and it was everything downhill. And right now, I think he's one of the best right backs in the league. What do you think, Kevin Give?
Ander Herrera has become a fan favorite. The guy's an all-action kind of guy. He pops up everywhere that he needs to be at the right time. You know me, I'm a stats person, so I'm gonna just go ahead and spit the stats. These Herrera is actually second behind our best passer, Paul Pogba. So that says a lot about Herrera. Not only that, he leads the team when it comes to tackles.
Correct.
Which again signifies his importance to the team because he's that player right there protecting the back four. I think interceptions. This dude has 30 more interceptions than the person.
He has a great stats. That's what I say because the man has been transformed.
He's an all-action player. All-action, passing, interception, tackling, and he still has 3 assists to his game. So he is very important. Under Jose Mourinho, this is what you call a Jose Mourinho type person. Van Gaal wasn't using him properly, and I'm glad Jose Mourinho has found a spot for him because it's working out quite fine.
Where is the other Nick? Nick, you still there?
He's still here.
Right. We touching on Valencia and Herrera, two names that should always be on United's team sheet under Jose Mourinho. Your thoughts on that?
Well, let me start with Antonio Valencia. Personally, I would say that Antonio Valencia is returning to some of his best football.
I agree with that.
Antonio Valencia was undoubtedly one of our best wingers.
Yes.
No, he has to transform his game, and he's done so immensely. Note the point that he is our best right back, and that is small transformation for a player. Understand that. Playing as a winger, you have more freedom to go forward and attack. No, he's had to evolve his game to include playing defense. Not only get him forward, but he has to track back and help cover the 2 center halves.
Brilliant analysis.
Phil made an interesting point about when he was given the number 7 shirt. I think he should have never been given the number 7 shirt. I think that placed too much pressure on him.
Yeah.
That plays so much pressure on so much of our players. That plays pressure on Owen. That plays pressure for Antonio Valencia. That plays pressure on Memphis Depay, who was sold. That plays pressure
on that man that we sell to PSG too. I can't remember his name.
Man,
we need to stop. We need to stop just willy-nilly handing out the number 7 shirt.
I agree.
It's just too much pressure. But moving on, Ander Herrera. No, this is a guy I watched when he was playing over in La Liga. We saw when David Moyes tried to get him, failed. Louis Van Gaal managed to bring him over. But as the point was made, he didn't use him effectively. Now he's playing under Mourinho. I would dare say he is a midfield general.
True. Very true.
deserves to be playing alongside the likes of Michael Carrick and Paul Pogba. He is in the right spaces, movement off the ball, vision, tackling. As Kev said, his stats up there. And they deserve to be, and he earns his place in the side. Now, hands down, in every starting 11, he should be there. But we can't play him for every single game, so occasionally in some games he may have to be rotated out so that we keep him fresh for the important ones that we need him for.
Every game was
But
important.
a midfield general in the making. If he's not
Nick,
already,
Nick Junior knows that every game is important, but as Kevin Cave was saying, we got a squad that involves a lot of rotation. What do you think, Nick Junior? Because tell me that every game important, which
No,
is
but-
kind of true, but some games are more important than others, right? So
Well, speaking of these two players, I agree with everything that Caveman and Nick Senior have said, especially Nick when he talked about Valencia. I think Ander Herrera, to go back to what Caveman was saying, he was underused by Louis Van Gaal, and that was probably what contributed to us finishing fifth last season below City on goal difference. I think that if Ander Herrera was in the team more regularly, we would have done better last season for sure, because he's one of those, he's all action midfielder. He can run, he can tackle, he can pass, he can shoot, he can score. I want him to get more goals and more assists, but I think in the role that Mourinho has him playing this season, we really won't see him in the penalty box that much. But he is a fantastic player. He plays for the shirt most of all. I think that's the most important trait of any player for Manchester United. He plays for the shirt. He understands the history of the club. And these are the type of players you want to lead you on the battlefield. You have to think of sport, of football, not only as a sport, but as a fight, as a battle. And who would you want in the trenches with you? Would you want Tom Cleverley in the trenches with you, or would you want?
yes, I would want Tom Cleverley. Yes.
And Lingard.
Yeah.
on the opposite side though,
Definitely would guarantee at least 100 back passes a game.
So it's these type of players like Ander Herrera, Antonio Valencia that I would want in the trenches with me. And Nick brushed on a very important point. He was a right winger who had total license to go forward, but now he's a right back who has the license to go forward, and he does use that license, but he also has to defend, and he has not been embarrassed so far for the season. He's come up against all type of these wingers, Zaha, Hazard, but he has not been embarrassed. Even though we may lose some games, Valencia has not been embarrassed. And it's no wonder that you hear Mourinho saying that he wanted to buy him when he was at Real Madrid, and he called him the best right back in the world. How you could call a man that played right wing up to at least 3-4 seasons ago the best right back in the world? But such is the transformation of the player and the professionalism of the player. Because you remember that man he had Brett against City in the EFL Cup?
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
3 or 4 weeks later, he back in the gym lifting up big heavyweight. So it's these type of players that you want in the trenches with you. And I know that this was Antonio Valencia's contract year. His contract would have been up in the summer, and that obviously would have impacted his performances. But he's got his year extension, and his performances have not dipped. So yeah, these two players, Ander Herrera, Antonio Valencia, I guess we should single them out and give them some praise, because even though they may not win Manchester United Player of the Month for the particular month, they are two of our most consistent performers, among others, but two of the most consistent performers and consistent. They have a consistent place in starting 11. So yeah, big up them two players for sure.
Just a slight correction. He did win Player of the Month for January, I think.
Who, Valencia or Herrera?
Antonio Valencia.
Yeah, Valencia won. Yeah, Valencia won. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
I won Player of the Month in December, right? So.
Who's that?
I can't remember Jesse Lingard winning anything, but I forgot that.
Anyway, guys, the next match is Europa League against Saint Etienne, where the Pogba brothers will be clashing. Give me a prediction for that game, because it's being played at Old Trafford, I think. Yeah. So give me a prediction for that game on our final say for this episode of United on Air. What do you guys think?
2-0 to Manchester United at home.
Who will be scoring those 2 goals?
My 2 goals will come from one Mata and Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
All right, Caveman, what are you thinking? Prediction time.
I don't know much about this Etienne team, but
That's not the point. I want to hear a prediction for you.
You can beat them anyhow.
Exactly. I was just about to say I want to beat them 10-0.
All right, 10-0 is like a FIFA or amateur.
Realistically speaking, I think probably a clean sheet, probably 2 goals or 2-0, same thing as Nick.
Okay, what are you thinking, Nick Jr.?
Nah, I feel it's only right that I call a 2-0 scoreline too.
Okay.
And, my score is gonna be under Herrera and Antonio Valencia.
I
would like to see Valencia shooting more though. He gets into some very good shooting positions.
Yeah,
so
that is true.
Well, my prediction gonna be, I guess, a 3-0. I got Pogba to score. I have if Bailly starts, Bailly to score, and then my last goal, if we need a goal, call 9-1-1.
I think once we keep a clean sheet, once we keep them out, we always got a chance of winning the game and going through. Because as Caveman said, I ain't really know much about this Saint Etienne team, but I don't think that they're better than any much of the Premier League teams, and we've been able to keep a lot of clean sheets at home. So yeah, clean sheet and 2 goals. I think that's a good result.
Wow.
I got one on y'all because I did a little check-in on them. They're not a bad team. They're a mid-table team, but they have been known to cause trouble. And if we are not careful, especially in the areas of midfield and defense, we can be hurt.
Yeah, they may be able to steal a goal, but I ain't worried about that.
Well, themselves are troubling some of the top opposition in their league. And that's no small feat concerning the league that they hail from.
Well,
so, that being said, I still think we could put 2 in them and come home pretty comfortable. But we must not.
In my opinion, we may keep a clean sheet, we may not keep a clean sheet, but record has it that we're playing after Valentine's Day, so we may not get a clean sheet. So anyway, thanks for coming out.
I love it. I don't get it.
Anyway, guys, it has been a pleasure talking to you guys. And will we win 10-love? Will we win 3-love, 2-love, or not keep a clean sheet? But guys, thanks for coming out. And this has been United Supporters from Barbados on air.
Yeah.